DCW, DCW, DCW.
So let's welcome everyone back to the stream, and I forgot to set my recording up, so let's do that, shall we? Get my great, that worked tremendously. We'll just get this up and running, and we'll sort everything out. Welcome to our lovely stream of DCW Attitude, and welcome to the main stage of Attitude, coming to you today, as we often do, from places that don't exist around the world. Today in Las Cruces, New Mexico. I think the last place we were at with Blast was in New Mexico, so there you go. I could be wrong. We have some fancy new graphics, some fancy new logos, and today is the start of a major tournament, one of a lot of importance to everyone, as we are going to see the establishment of the Internet Championship, a new mid-level belt for the title. So I'm quite excited about that. Quite excited to see what y'all think of that one. And here is our play-in round for this week, which includes EMBER versus URSULA, Lizzie Jones against our newest competitor, Cheeky, Kat versus Phoenix, and Lilu versus Emily. The winners of these matches will then go on and face other competitors later up the card as they take on some of our belts for the title, John. Yeah, well, you know. So they will be moving on to face 4 other competitors in a knockout tournament that happens after this week. So get prepared, get ready. And yeah, but today, let's go Brina. It's Sabrina versus B. I will say that the current title holders do not get a shot at the title. So you will not see Runa in. You will not see her championship competitor. And you will not see Sabrina or Tamara in, as they are our tag champs. I hope you like the new dress I have given for Logan. I will say some of the competitors' faces have changed, some of their looks have changed, mostly because I had a chance to redo some of it. Some of their intros are changing. I will say I've actually removed, I lost all the videos, so there's no video entrances for most people. And if there is one, it's going to be super simple, just to avoid any more problems. So I have a DCW intro for most people, followed by, obviously we keep the music. But here we go. Here she comes. Also, as I said, I've done some changes to outfits. You can see that with B. This one's just a slugfest. It's Fallout from Downfall. Rivals going against one another. Not for a title, just because they wanted to beat each other up. Let's be honest. After a month and a half of competition, our tag team champs will be facing new challengers coming down the pipe. But for now, B and Sabrina have some unfinished business, and here we go. I gotta say, it's been so long since I've done this, I'll probably have forgotten what little of the moves I remembered. So Kurt will have even more opportunity to bother me.
And representing the Ministry of Darkness from Georgia,
reason they don't say the tag champions. So yeah, I redid the belts based on their old look. I did actually fix a couple of problems with a couple of the belts because I noticed some of the color schemes were a little off. But otherwise, those are all pretty much the same. Most people have similar clothes to what they had before, if not the same. But not everyone. Like even Sabrina's outfit's a little different from where it was before. It's not massively different, but a little different. Here we go. Can barely hear the game. Okay. Oh, I know why that is. It's because I had it turned down because the other game was so loud. There you go. That should help, hopefully. Let me know if it doesn't. Alrighty. Let me know if that helps, Kurt. So I have turned it up. Obviously, you can't hear it quite yet. There you go. There's the bell. So if you can hear that, we're off to a good start. All right, Sabrina working away on B. Oh, misses with a kick. Comes in for a clothesline. They both miss on that. A little quick kick by Sabrina. And then takes her down with a lariat. Kick to the face. No, not to the face, to the shoulder. Now they're trading blows. Sabrina down, gets B down again. So now, good, I'm glad that fixed it. Sabrina working her way on B. Trying to take advantage of B's inability to match up quite yet. But Sabrina is taken down. B comes in with a kick. Steps on her arm. So B with the early advantage. Now after, well, early advantage. With the advantage after Sabrina had the early advantage. That's the correct term. But Sabrina back up. Grabs the arm and twists and gives it a bit of a stretch. Picks her up. Flips her over and then takes her down for a backbreaker on the knee. Now, what's she gonna do? Oh, Logan is up and distracting Sabrina. What is this? Get down. Don't know why he's in the ring, why he's interfering. Oh, Sabrina takes a lump as she is brought down by B. B, though, neck breaker. Puts her down, and now Sabrina goes for the cover. Only a 1. Of course, Logan notorious for his interference throughout matches, so don't be surprised if we get the odd chair thrown in. B and Sabrina trading blows back and forth. Now a standing drop kick puts Sabrina down, but Sabrina immediately up and clotheslines B to the ground mat. Now just points at her. Oh, goes in for a punch, immediately reversed by B. B and Sabrina locking up, thrown into the corner. Sabrina's got her in trouble. Working on the neck. We can't see much because, of course, they're not positioned by the hard cam, and apparently we have no cameras on the other side. Squeezing away. It's apparent that she's definitely got her in some sort of submission hold. Still waiting on some semblance of what that submission hold might be. Well, we never did see it. Sabrina throws her down. Be able to fire back, throws her into the turnbuckle in the corner. Then Sabrina is able, however, to reverse it. Comes off of the second turnbuckle with a big leaping clothesline. Catches B. She's got her up. Turns her over. She's got her in a torture rack. This is new. Stretching. Will B submit to the torture rack? Yeah, probably a chin lock. But B is able to get out at the last second. Meanwhile, Logan working away, trying to distract the referee. Will there be a low blow? Not so far. Turns her over. Brings her down to the mat. Finally, B able to get control back. Stomping on Sabrina. Goes for the pin. Quick attempt. 1, 2. Sabrina able to get out. Interference by Logan so far is working in B's favor. Sabrina, though, quick pinning combination. But look at that. Logan back up. That was a 4 count, 5 count. How the heck? Logan able to interfere again. Jawbreaker sends Sabrina spinning. A punch by B. Turns her over. She's going for... Oh. Logan sends a chair in. Tamara on the other side trying to get the fans hyped up. However, the referee, I guess, has spotted the chair and for the first time ever is throwing Logan out of the area. He's been sent to the back. Fisherman suplex. Okay. My goodness, that is a first for DCW. The referee actually taking some semblance of control. B setting up Sabrina sort of off the rope, kind of. Feet weren't actually attached to the rope, but we'll just leave it there. Now she's working her way. It looks like she's trying to go for her own submission. Nope, she goes for a quick pin. But now it's Tamara's turn to get involved, distracting the referee. I guess turnabout is about fair play, apparently, according to both sides. As we've said before, there is no love lost between these two groups. Sabrina turns B over. Throws her into the turnbuckle. Comes in with a clothesline to the back of the head. B's in trouble. Without her man to assist her, is B in danger of losing. Big wheelbarrow slam. Turns her over. Goes to the pin. No count. Steps on B's arm. B is now in rough shape. Double axe handle from Sabrina. Sabrina working away on B. B's in big trouble. She's looking like it's an airplane spin. Look out. Tosses her viciously. And now, what will Sabrina do? She's got her turned over. Picks her up again. It's this wheelbarrow slam again. Sit down powerbomb reverse. Now she's got her in a submission hold. B is in big trouble, but she's able to get back out. Elbows catch Sabrina. Sabrina stumbles to her feet. B gets a hold of her, though, first, before she can do anything. Puts her outside on the apron. Takes her back in. And again is able to put her down. B looking to follow up with that. She's moved into the corner. Kicks to Sabrina. Now she's got her in a submission. She's wheeling on the arm. She's trying to choke her out. Sabrina fights out of it. Flips her over with authority. Now coming in on B. Sabrina must have been working out quite a lot during this quarantine. She's got a lot more musculature in her moveset. Now, pinning maneuver by B. One. Not enough. Sabrina gets out. Comes in. Big punch. Now she's got B up again, and she smashes her again. Goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Winner. Our tag team champions representative, Sabrina, with a great series of moves that ended up finishing off B. That will certainly leave B very unhappy as she goes on towards the internet crown. We'll have to see if B can make up for this loss next week as she faces one of the winners of this week. Sabrina is supremely happy, as you can imagine. That was a big, big win for her. Sets her in a good place going forward. No matter who Tamara and her face in the title match in the near future, that must give her loads of confidence with 2 wins on the hop. And yeah, we're off and running. So there you go. For the first time ever, we had somebody kicked from ringside. Referee actually putting some authority into this match. So, last match before we get into our tournament matches. is Kat versus Brenna. A rivalry that's a holdover on Attitude. These two have clashed a few times. Kat, of course, clashed with Brenna in a match where Brenna went after her after the match was over and Kat had lost. So Kat will be looking for some revenge. Both of these competitors, much like B, are going to face others in the tournament in the first proper round of the tournament starting next week. The tournament, of course, will go to Redemption, our next big event, which happens at the end of this month. All right, here comes Kat.
Making her way to the ring from parts unknown, Kitty.
I think this is a slight uniform change for Kat, definitely a color scheme change, and thanks to Webby, she is a member of the Unprofessionals. He lobbied her and our new competitor. They will be acting as a tag team in the division, taking on all comers, I'm sure, soon enough, and looking to add to the title belt collection that the SU have currently. But this challenge is a little bit different, as Brenna will be salty after having lost the championship at Downfall to Runa. You know she's going to want to win and gain back her championship, and yeah, of course. Well, that's just crap. Webby gets everyone. I know.
And her opponent from Valhalla.
It's fine. They don't win a lot. I don't know if you've noticed. So that background that you see behind Brenna will be the standard background instead of the WWE logo that we've had over the past, because I kind of didn't realize I could have done this. So until they get their own, and of course I accidentally left the Ronda Rousey stuff up, but there you go. Mostly because she has Ronda Rousey's entrance, but we'll fix that for next week. Alrighty, so now they're about to lock up. Like I said, Brenna will be a very unhappy person after her loss in the TLC match, after having surprised Runa with a Money in the Bank match last month. Now they lock up. Kat immediately goes after Brenna. Again, she might be another one where you notice that her high-flying maneuvers are a little bit more grounded, but Brenna will still be the same old ground and pound type. But Kat moves in, lifts her off her feet, gets her down, locked up, and they were fighting it out for a while, but now Brenna has freed herself from Kat's clutches, picks her up, but immediately gets turned over. Boot to the face, but not able to accomplish what she wanted. Brenna gets thrown into the corner, comes in with a hip attack, knocks her to the ground. I will say, by the way, Kurt, IRL, Webby went and talked to both of these ladies about joining the Unprofessionals, so it wasn't just him saying that, he actually got them to agree to it. Alright, so Brenna now working her way with Kat. Kat thrown into the corner. Oh, Brenna tried to follow it up. Kat caught her leg and was able to reverse it, and now comes in, leaps up and grabs onto Brenna and is able to put her down. Now she turns her over and puts Brenna in an awkward position. Now Brenna down on her knees. Kicks after kick after kick. Send Brenna to the mat. Kat looking good so far. She's in a good position. Like anyone can say no to Webby. I know, right? Oh, but a jawbreaker catches Kat. Now she gets bundled to the ground. Rolls out. Brenna follows up. They're now in the outside. Locks up. Slugfest going on right now, just on the outside of the ring. Kat more than holding her own against Brenna. But Brenna able to turn it around, throw her back into the ring. Now she's coming after her, steps through the ropes, tries to attack, and has a hold of Kat. Couple of high knees, put Kat to the ground. Kat rolls out of the way though, able to reverse that, comes up with a punch, but then immediately gets taken down. Brenna now going to town, throwing fist after fist, has Kat down on the mat and dazed. Now Brenna goes for a quick pin. Sloppy cover, not going to get a win that way. Tries to attack again. Oh, Kat able to maneuver herself in with a quick hip attack and goes for the pin. 1. No, not enough. Trouble on the horizon for Brenna, possibly. Kat's got her locked and loaded. Goes for the submission. The Kirakuda clutch. She's got it locked in. Will Brenna tap? No. She pulls herself out. Quick elbow. Sends her to the mat. Also known as the Asuka lock, by the way. Turns Kat over. Slams her to the mat. 1, 2. So Kat now is in trouble. Brenna, after having taken quite the beating, was able to break herself out of that lock. And in the meantime, now has herself in a much better position. She's put the pressure back onto Kat. Stomps on her chest. Kat falls to the mat in big trouble. I will say this, guys. You remember how Webby would complain that everybody has purple? Now half of our federation, it feels like, has green. So, you know. We'll see what he says about that one. Kat stands up. Turns it around. Inseguri to the face. Catches Brenna. And now she's gone for an armbar. Very inventive way to go for it. She's got it locked in. She's basically using Brenna's move against her. Brenna able to turn that over. Not going to let that stand. That's for darn sure. Picks her up and a Samoan drop puts Kat down. Seems like Brenna's feeling it. Knee drop to the face. Oof. She's got Kat kind of where she wants her. Like Dave and I had purple, and I think that was it. Well, there was more than that. To be fair, initially there was probably about 6 people who had purple. 1, 2. Because Tamara had purple. There was 2 or 3 others that did. And then slowly over time I've tried to change them up so they're not all the same color scheme. It's because so many people like purple, to be fair. Oh yeah, Rob was purple, and so was, well, of course, Kat, Oshnik Kat, likes purple as well, so she has purple in her outfit. But yeah, it was just the combination of people who had it. But now we've got 6 people that have green outfits, basically, because of SU. In all fairness, red and black is a big one because of the originals. 2! Not enough. Kat kicks out. She needs to get up. She needs to fire back, but Brenna seems to be in position to follow up. Waiting for Kat to get to her feet. She does. Oh, but Kat, playing possum, catches Brenna. Now she's got her in an ankle lock. She's squeezing it in, but immediately Brenna able to reverse that. Just not enough. Big overhand punch onto Kat. Kat in big trouble now. Thrown into the opposite rope and then taken over with an arm drag takedown. Brenna throwing punches, sending Kat to the ropes. Dazed, picks her up, drops her onto the ropes. Now picking her up, looking to engage again. Big overhand strike. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Yeah, we really haven't had purple as the main color for a while now. That was quite a non-frequent thing anymore. All right, Kat's still in trouble. Big takedown by Brenna, followed up with some forearms and some fists. And now, what is she gonna do? She needs to work. Oh, big European uppercut by Kat. Kat throws Brenna in the corner. High knees to the small of Brenna's back. Kat now waiting for Brenna. Gets her. Kick. Kick again. And another. And a third one. This one a reverse kick that takes Brenna down to the mat. 1, 2. Oh, that was so close. 2 and maybe 2 3/4, something along that line. That hand was very close. Kat almost had Brenna for the first time. German suplex takes Brenna down. Kat feeling it now. Clothesline and another. Kat trying to finish her off. Big super kick to the face. She needs to follow up on that. Probably should have gone for the pin, but she's going for the armbar, and unfortunately, too close to the ropes. Kat misses on a punch. Brenna follows that up, though, immediately. The mistake leads to trouble. Kat being dragged to the center of the ring. Brenna knows she needs to finish this now. She gets her in her armbar. She's pulling. Can Kat escape? Kat needs to roll this up and get away. She's in trouble. She's in so much trouble she submits. Brenna with another win and seemingly mocking Kat as she got up. My goodness. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yet another loss for the diminutive wrestler from parts unknown as Brenna takes her to school once more. Once again, she's getting closer. I would argue she is definitely getting closer. But Brenna, again, just seems to hold her number. Very unfortunate for Kat. I'm sure she'll want to do better next time she gets her opportunity. At some point during the internet title, you can bet those two will collide again. Small arm snapped, yeah. EMBER versus URSULA is the first of our play-in matches to enter the tournament. Winners of these matches will go on to face different people in the first round of the tournament. When we get to the end of these series of matches, we'll talk about who actually is in the tournament and who's facing whom. So don't worry, we'll get there eventually. This tournament, of course, will all go down, and the finals will be at our big event, Redemption, so be sure to stick around. That's coming on the 27th of May. Hope you guys are having a good day in quarantine and all the other fun that goes with that, if you are still in such.
Making her way to the ring.
All right.
From Arizona.
Another one of our characters that we have had a quick change of clothing. Mostly because I found this and I was like, hey, that looks really cool. So EMBER coming in now to face URSULA. EMBER, of course, part of M&M, has had trouble of late. We've talked a lot about that. Their struggles to get wins. So both her and Emily will be looking to do well in this tournament. And who knows, they may end up breaking up before it's all said and done. If they have to meet each other in the tournament. So she's a Trojan or a Greek. I mean, it's a Greek helmet. Okay. It's a hoplite helmet. Here comes Alexa. We have seen in past events her attitude has definitely been changing. She was once the happy skipper and dancer, and now she seems to be giving the crowd a little bit of guff. She has been a little bit more vicious lately, so certainly she is going to be all EMBER can handle and possibly more. URSULA is one of those competitors that has just kind of hovered around the mid-card area has been in a big battle with Lilu in past, as well as a few of our other newer competitors she's struggled against. Thrown into the corner by Ember. That is the way to start a match, as Ember just picks her up and tosses her. However, Ursula able to try and follow that up, but that didn't work either. Then gets smashed on her knee. Now, what will Ember do with her? Oh, that didn't go very far. She gets tripped up, turned over, but she's in the ropes, so there was no way that was going to work out. However, Ursula taking advantage of the fact that she's got her down to make sure she takes just a little bit more. Now, what's she going to do? She's wrestling around, gets a hold of her, throws her to her back, going for some sort of clutch move. Okay. A little bit of a skip and a jump thanks to this game. It's still buggy, as you can imagine. And we'll still have the various little flips and clicks and problems. So that's not going away anytime soon. Not gonna lie. Alright, she's stretching Ursula's back. We're just gonna try and avoid any more save data issues. That's my big thing now. Ember working away, but oh, Ursula able to get her and flip her over, but Ember able to sneak out, but then comes straight back in and catches Ursula celebrating a little too quickly. Neck breaker, slams her arm into the mat, goes for a quick cheap pin. One. Now, you got to pull that leg up. If you ain't going to pull the leg up, you ain't getting a pin. Not this way. Yeah, more rope escapes. I know, right? Novelty. Working on the chin, stretching it out, throws her down. Stomps on her stomach. Now another one on the back of her elbow. Drops an elbow on the leg. Working away. Making Alexa's life miserable. Ursula, I should say. Oh, but Ursula gets up and is able to take Ember over. Now goes out into the outside, but Ember didn't want any of that. Just threw her right back in. Oh, amazing move there. Sends Ember to her backside. Ember getting up weakly on the apron. Punch by Ember, who suddenly has control. Putting pressure on the elbow and the wrist. Ursula punching her way out. Oof, jawbreaker. Sends Ember to the mat. Ursula looking to follow it up. She drags her back towards the middle of the mat. She picks her up. Tries to go for the pin. It doesn't even get past one. Oh, the drop kick misses. Ember has a chance to follow up, but immediately Ursula arm drag takedown surprises her. Then Russian leg sweep sends her back to the mat again. Ember, who was in control, has now lost control completely. Thrown into the corner. Ursula just throws her down like a sack of potatoes. Comes off the top rope. Able to bounce her way on top of Ember. Kick to the midsection. Turns her over. Sunset flip. Then turns it into a submission hold. She's got her in some sort of choke. But Ember, vicious knee strikes, gets her out of the trouble. Pushes Ursula into the corner, picks her up. Puts her on the top rope. Setting her up for a big time, high risk maneuver. She's got her up. She's going to suplex her from the top rope. She does, and over Ursula goes. Ember's got an opportunity here to go for the pin. She doesn't. Instead, she picks her up. And that may have been her downfall. Oh, stunner. Sends Ember to the mat. Ursula picking Ember up again. And again. Pancaked into the mat. And then a high cross body catches Ember. Springboard high cross body even. Goes for the pin again. 1, No messing around that time. Locked that leg in. But it didn't do enough. So now Ursula trying to gear herself up. Trying to get the crowd motivated. On side. Crowd is a bit mixed. A bit cheering. A bit booing. However, she grabs old Ember. Brings her over to the ropes. Looks like she's got a plan. Tosses her across the ring. Comes in. And a drop kick sends her flying to the mat. Picks her up again. Throws her to the corner again. Tries to come in, but Ember able to scoot out of that, but immediately gets pulled up on. Now, springboard. Oh, and again tried that high cross body, but apparently Ember was too close and she just missed her. Completely flat out missed her. Now it's Ember's turn. Reversals coming thick and fast. Throws Ember into the corner, or Ursula into the corner. Ursula gets away though. Bridging suplex. 1, 2. No, not enough. Cheering herself on. Again, trying to motivate herself. Ursula comes in. Big clotheslines. And a kick to the face. Picks up Ember. She's got her up. Working away, but Ember able to get out of it. Comes in, DDT. What will she be able to do? She turns her over. She's going for a pin. 1, 2. Nope, Ursula's not going to have that. She's able to get out. Now she's got to get herself back to her feet. Staggering in the face of the assault. Ember's got her where she wants her. What's she gonna do? It's natural selection. Hits it. Will she go for the pin here? Will Ursula get away? No, she drags her into the middle of the middle of the mat. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh, I think the drag was enough to give Ursula a chance to get herself out. Now the question is, can Ember take advantage? Bit of a woo. She's got her big clothesline and another. Goes for a third and gets it done. Now she needs to go for the pin. Instead, she picks her up. Gets her position. Squeezes on her head. Putting pressure on the neck. Picks her up and then just throws her over to stretch her out some more. Will Ursula submit to this? Oh my goodness. This time the pressure is on. She is squeezing that neck. She's got her legs locked in. And again, over Ursula goes. Struggling against that. But Ember, instead of continuing, gives up on it. Now, she goes for a spear. Puts Ursula down again. Ember goes to the top rope. She's going for a high-risk maneuver. She's got an opportunity. If she can hit this, it's over. She's waiting on Ursula to get to her feet. And she gets caught. Oh my goodness. Sit down powerbomb. But not good enough to get the pin. Ursula finally able to make some headway. Waiting for Ember to get to her feet. Ember now struggling after that mix-up. A high hip attack to the face sends Ember down. Ursula now goes for the pin. She's got the leg locked. 1, 2. No. Ember kicks out again. Ursula struggling. Back to her feet. What's she going to do now? Trouble on the horizon if she can't get this leg drop. Right out of the Hulk Hogan playbook. Now she's going for her own version of a high-risk maneuver. She's up on the top rope. Is she going to leap off? She's waiting for her to get up to her feet. She's on her feet. Missile drop kick misses. And now Ember has Ursula. Splatters her off that rope. 2 high-risk maneuvers amount to nothing. However, big back heel sends Ember to the mat. Ember struggling to get to her feet. Ursula closing in. Takes her, throws her down. She's up. She's up, she's down, and comes down hard. What's she gonna do now? She looks like she's getting ready to go for the pin again. She does. 1, 2. No. Ember's not giving up that easily. This match has gone back and forth and back and forth. Good, solid match, save for the little hiccups. Now, can these two competitors actually be able to go for the win? She turns her over. Sunset flip. She's got her locked in. She goes for that submission hold. She's got Ember locked in. You can't see it, but she's locked in tight. She can't move, and she submits. Ember beaten by Ursula. Her new moveset comes in handy, and she gets one of the only submission maneuver finishes, one of the rare ones we've had. Not necessarily tonight, but overall. She had locked it in earlier, and as we saw, Ember was able to escape it, but not in the end. Really good, solid match. Both competitors gave it their all, but in the end, Ursula able to pull it out. And not only pull it out, but get Ember to tap in the process. That can't make Ember very happy, as one of the members of M&M goes down very, very quickly.
Here is your winner, Alexia.
All right. Big win, big victory. Sets Alexa up for the next round of the competition. She's going to want to do really well, want to make her name in this competition. Certainly winning the belt is the target for all competitors, but you definitely don't want to get embarrassed, and this definitely was a hard-fought match. Both parties looking for that big victory, and now the next match in this series is Phoenix versus Kat. British Union versus a young lady who is new on the scene, who has yet to make a real impression. But she'll be looking to try and do so against one of our wily veterans. Phoenix, of course, one of those few that's been here from day one. And she'll be looking to represent her team in this series of matches. And who knows, might meet up with her partner at some point, depending on how B does and how she does. But for now, these two are going to lock up. As Rule Britannia rolls through the crowd. Out comes Phoenix. Looking very serious, very ready, very willing to take it to her enemies.
Making her way to the ring from Newcastle upon Tyne, England, the phenomenal one, Nicole.
So, after losing their belts at the pay-per-view, this will be the first time in a while that these two are wrestling as individuals instead of a team. So it'll be interesting to see how the former champions do, if they can kind of regain their individual form. B always had a very good reputation as a singles competitor. Phoenix not so much, so she'll want to do better. She's a very hard-hitting, very cerebral competitor, so you can bet she'll be trying to fix that. You can see she now wears blue, that because there was so many green, I took green away. Alright, here comes Kat. She wants to get a victory. Young competitor, very new to the Fed. But she needs to get wins if she's going to get anywhere. Not just in the competition, but in any sort of situation here in DCW. You need wins. That's a big part of it. You're going to compete for a title, so you have to have a good victory measure against those above you. So She'll be looking to catch Phoenix off guard. Maybe get a sneaky roll-up or something quick. Or will the wily veteran just basically outlast her, outfight her, and out-physical her competitor? Immediately suplexes Cat. But Cat able to kick out and away from that problem. Drop kick now. Follows it up with a kick to the face. Drops the leg. Wow, she's followed it up with some good combinations. But turned over, and now Phoenix is the one in charge. Kicks to the back, to the lower back. Seems to be the target area right now. Phoenix has got her arm set up. Stomping, stomping, stomping on that arm. We know... Oh, kick to the head. Phoenix is one of those people who tries to get you in a submission hold. She likes to make people scream. So, in her mind, the best thing she can do is to take away from you your ability to defend that. Now, Cat, of course, realizing that, took a quick shot at Phoenix's arm as well. And now is able to put Phoenix down. Now trying to go for a cheap pin. Probably way too early for that. And yes, I was proven right. Kick out of 1. Kick to the midsection. She's got her where she wants her now. She just has to continue to work away. Puts her in the corner. Comes up. Jumps on the second rope. And then locks in the armbar on the second rope. I don't think that's legal, but nonetheless, painful. Gets out at 5, however, so able to get away with it. Phoenix thrown into the corner. Big leaping kick. Drop kick. Catches Phoenix in the back. Throws her into the corner again. Follows it up with a big lariat. Now, oh, Cat, however, caught out. Phoenix able to grab her leg. Trip her up. However, arm drag takedown changes that real quick. Cat has an opportunity here. She needs to follow up on it. She tosses her over to the floor. Now what's going to happen? Cat picks Phoenix up. They're now outside of the ring. She immediately throws her back in. Of course, it's not for a championship. You can get counted out. You can get disqualifications. All that sort of fun stuff comes into play. These are just regular wrestling matches. Nothing special about them. No special stipulations. Oh, catches her in a submission hold. She's putting pressure on her with her legs. Locked in around Phoenix's neck. Phoenix rolls her way out of it, though. Frees herself, and now comes in after Cat. Cat throws a big overhand punch, but then gets kicked in the face, and a drop kick as well. Sends her back to the mat. Now, pin. Nope. Could not get the job done. Ooh, steps on her face now. It's now a question of, can she do it? Can she put all the pressure in the world down onto Cat? She's stepping on those arms again. Oh, the pressure of that must just be immense. Throws her over. And immediately takes a kick to the stomach and another drop kick. Now Cat is in deep, deep trouble. Phoenix is following up. She's got her where she wants her, putting pressure on the chin. Camel clutch move. But Cat struggles, fights out of it, trips her up, and is able to escape. Oh, and then a super kick to the face to follow up. Goes for an easy pin. 1, 2, 3! Oh my word. So Cat is the one who catches Phoenix out and puts Phoenix to the sword as she wins and moves on. British Union will have one less member. Phoenix will not be happy that she got caught out so easily. Oop. And Cat not done yet. She wants Phoenix a little bit more. Tosses her into the apron. I don't think Phoenix has recovered from how she got put down. Oh, she goes heavily into the steps. And she is out. Kat making short work of her rival, or at least a budding rival. My goodness. Not just content to get the win, she wanted to make sure she felt it forever. So now we have Lilu versus Emily for the next round. And I've just realized there's a mistake on a sheet later on, but we'll talk about that when it comes up. We'll fix it in post. Or later, I mean. Not so much in post, but after the fact. Alright, here we go. It's another matchup in this tournament. First out is Lilu. She has a very different look. We changed her up from the cat in the hat look. She's got the crazy walk. Bob Backlund would be proud. I still have Lee Lewis Jacobs as well. It just makes me kind of laugh. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Ooh. So here we go. Lilu versus Emily. Emily coming out. The other half of M&M will be wanting a win. Representing her side. I don't know what'll happen if these two competitors both get knocked out. Considering the last time that they had a tag match together, they combined to hit each other. I do wonder if that's going to lead to more trouble down the road for these two. Alright, so Emily, like I said, not having a very good record as of late. Having a rough go with M&M, so she'll be wanting to get a win. Lilu, who's been locked up in rivalries with Ursula over the last little while, will be looking to move on from that and move on in the competition, so we'll have to see how that goes. Slam, and then pressure down on the small of the back. Step onto Lilu. Emily will be wanting to really put the screws to Lilu early, but Lilu actually able to take advantage. Is now bashing the life out of Emily into that turnbuckle. Emily falls to the mat. Followed up Lilu. Couple of forearm strikes. Now she has her up. And drops her onto that top rope again. Throws her into the ropes. Kick to the midsection. Lilu in trouble. Tries to follow up. Unable to do so. Throws her back onto the ropes though. Catches Emily. Emily down. Kick to the face. Lilu stomps on her arm. Now she's got a hold of her. Wrenching away and twists, which always sends competitors into a tizzy. And now having a hold of her, throws her over the ropes to the apron. What's she gonna do? She gonna bring her back in? You betcha she is. She pulls her back in, and now she's got Emily right where she wants her. Things are not going well. Emily is out of the ring. Lilu outside to follow up. This lady's crazy enough. She will do what it takes to get a win. If she has to destroy you outside of the ring to do that, she will. And with a suplex on the floor, she is able to damage her. Now just kind of messing around, waiting for Emily to get back to her feet. Follows up. Emily, thanks to that, is able to tag her a couple times. Now she's got a hold of Lilu. What's she going to do with her? Bashes her into the steps. Lilu down. Picks her up again. And throws her back in the ring. Now she's back in. At 7. Oof. Big move by Lilu as she ends up catching Emily. Steps on her leg. Trying to follow up. Quick kick sends Lilu to the mat. Knee to the back of the Lilu. Oh, but Lilu able to follow up and catch Emily by surprise. Sends her into the corner, but a quick elbow changes that right quick. Lilu blocks an attempt by Emily to put the boots to her. Now she's got her in the corner. She's got her down, looking prepared to come back in. Charging psycho move. The jailbreak sends her down. Now she's going up to the top rope. She's got her up. She is ready and leaps off, landing with a massive thump with this moonsault move. Pinning attempt. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, so very close. Emily was in so much trouble right there. Lilu happy. She's celebrating. She's got her right where she wants her. She's now putting pressure on her. Crowd not happy with Lilu right now. Not quite sure why. She hasn't done anything particularly bad, but, you know. Pinning attempt again. 2. No. Emily in trouble, but she's still kicking out. She's still struggling. She's still trying to get the win. Lilu, realizing she's got her where she wants her, goes up one more time. Another high-risk maneuver. She waits for Emily to get to her feet and then leaps off, but caught immediately. Powerbomb sends Lilu down to the mat. Cover. 1. No, could not do it. Stomp to the elbow. Brings her over to the top rope and just chucks her back away, using the rope to choke her a bit. However, now she is following up with some kicks, high knee drops, everything she can do now to put pressure on Lilu. Follows it up with a high clothesline that sends Lilu to the mat. Turning her over, going for the pin. 1. No, not enough. Lilu's still able to struggle out. She's still trying to shake it off. She did not get to her feet, however. She's still down on the mat. Emily awaiting. Lilu struggles to her feet, but she's caught and immediately DDT catches her. 1, 2. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Alright. Ooh. Jawbreaker catches Emily. Lilu follows it up with a clothesline. Now she's got her up, putting pressure on her arms, stretching, yanking, turning it over as hard as she possibly can. Now throws Emily into the corner. Now what is she going to do? She pushes her up against the turnbuckle. Gets her down. She's about to do it again. Here we go again. That crazy jailbreak maneuver is causing all sorts of trouble for Emily. Emily down flat on her back again. Once again, Lilu goes to the top rope. She is getting ready to do it again. Comes down with an elbow and catches her. Can she get this pin done? She got it. She got it. 1, 2. Is this it? No. Lilu thought she had 3, but not quite enough. Emily struggling still to fight on. Lilu locks in. She's got her in a rear naked choke. She's giving it all she's got twisting on the neck, trying to choke Emily out. Emily's trying to fight out of it. She's struggling, but not able to get out of it. But she rolls her over. She catches her. 1. No. Thought she had surprised her with the schoolboy there. Oh, but she does surprise. Oh, and Lilu with it gets caught with a net breaker. Emily catches her. She's got her in big trouble now. Stomping on the knee. Can she finish her off? Lilu hasn't done much in the way of moving for a bit. Emily, chop, kick, another kick. Picks her up, sends her down, and puts her into the bottom rope. This is all sorts of trouble. Emily has her in a good position. She goes for the pin, puts her feet on the second rope to make sure, but nope, not enough. Only a 2 count. Kick to the midsection. Lilu fights, doing her best to catch and get free. Big chop on Emily. Emily gets thrown back into the opposite corner. Lilu follows it up with a big spear, but Emily no-sells it, gets back to her feet. However, she does get to taste the turnbuckle. Not exactly a rainbow there. Now, Lilu trying to pick up Emily. Emily, big elbow, gets away, but now they're fighting it out. Both parties. Emily is in trouble now. Thrown back into the other ropes, and a big drop kick catches her. Lilu tries to get to her feet, struggling. She has an opportunity to go for the pin. She doesn't. She picks Emily up instead, going for a big finishing move. Here we go again. It's this crazy maneuver one more time. Spinning, flailing, damaging, and now looking to follow it up. This is it. Is this the elbow smash? Nope, she turns around. It's a moonsault, but she catches it in the knees. Oh my goodness, this could be big trouble. Emily following up on that. Chokeslam? Oh no, she just is able to put her down. Drags her to the middle of the ring and high knee. Knee drop and a combination that has to send. Oh, but Lilu, jawbreaker reversal, gets away from it. Picks up Emily, slams her to the mat. Looking to get this done. Once again, going up to the top rope. Once again, taking a risk. And she's going to do it again. Elbow slam off, or elbow drop off to the top rope. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, that was so close. So close. So many high-risk maneuvers. It's been 50-50 as to whether they work. But when they do work, they work very well. Emily has not recovered so far. Another chokehold. Sleeper. She's putting pressure on the neck. Leaning against it, trying to knock her out or get her to submit. Neither happened, but Emily is down. She's on her back. She can't move. 2. She does, however, kick out one more time. Still hasn't really moved since the first high-risk maneuver, and she has been in big trouble ever since. So far, Lilu has had all of what she wanted, but Emily gets away and hoping to get some control, but instead, gets picked up and put down and thrown away like trash. But Lilu gets reversed on with an arm drag takedown and then thrown into the turnbuckle. Emily follows it up, but she gets reversed on again. They pull her out of the corner. Now, Lilu sets her up, but an elbow catches Lilu. Thrown into the corner. The follow-up leaping high knees misses. And now Emily's turn to get thrown into the corner. And now Lilu deliberately walks over. Punches thrown. Emily gets tossed back into the corner again. Lilu slowly, deliberately comes in. And again, here we go one more time. This setup signature move. Whirling dervish. Whatever you want to call it. She gets out. She's going for another high-risk maneuver. Another moonsault. And again, Emily's able to get the knees up. Last chance saloon possibly. Emily comes in with a punch. And another. She's got her where she wants her. Gets her turned over. Can she finish the job? Pulls her to the center of the ring. Goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. Lilu able to escape again. She hasn't moved. She gets kicked in the back for her pleasure. And again, Emily, now it's her turn for a high-risk maneuver of her own. She goes to the top rope and is able to pull off a swanton. Doesn't go for the pin. Now does. Is that a bad idea? 1, 2, 3. No, it isn't. Emily moves on. M&M has a member in this first actual round of the tournament, as she is able to defeat Lilu. Lilu coming up. Sign of good sportsmanship. Two competitors shake hands. Crowd may not be a favorite of either of them, but that doesn't matter. Both of them showing each other a little bit of respect before Lilu walks off. And yes, hi Jamie, welcome to the stream. This is DCW Attitude. DCW stands for Distractions Media Championship Wrestling. And we have on Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern, this particular Attitude, which is our version of, might say, Raw. And we have on Wednesdays, we have our Blast episodes also at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So, and we usually do our pay-per-view events, in quotes, on Wednesdays as well. So we usually do one a month. That's where the big matches, the big blow-offs, the big competitions, and all that kind of fun. Yeah, that's right. Lilu pulls out the mallet and then hits her with it. You would have thought. I'm actually really surprised she went for the shake of the hands. I'm going to be honest. All right, here we go. Lizzie's the one who still has the WWE logo. Unfortunately, I didn't catch up to that one. Lizzie Jones, our little goth. I got rid of the mask that you disliked so much, Kurt. So now she's in the competition with an opportunity to move along. Must have been Jacob in control, yeah. Is Jacob the fairer one of the two? I don't know. All right, here comes the newest competitor in DCW. It's Cheeky coming in on the SU music. I can't help but sing to this song, so it makes it difficult to talk over. Okay, yeah, he is less chaotic, but I wouldn't say he's necessarily the better of the two of them, in my experience. Having DM'd them both, basically. Alright. Cheeky, newest member. She joins up with Kat to be on the Unprofessionals women's tag team. But here, of course, they're fighting on a singles match. Both of these competitors, I mean, this is Cheeky's first ever match. She's in a tournament in her first match. Then again, most of our competitors, our early day competitors, that was their first experience. So, yeah, it's Cheeky. Big knee to the back. Lizzie, however, not going to care how young she is, how new she is, how green she is. She's going to just show her how this works in DCW. Avoids a kick there, comes in. Russian leg sweep. She has been pursuing it on Cheeky so far. choking. Goodness, Lizzie's not accepting any of this nonsense. She's coming in hardcore. Putting pressure on the young athlete. Trying to make sure she gets her down quickly. And drops her onto the ropes. Now, what's she going to do? She goes for the pin. Already won. It's not going to end that quickly, Lizzie. You got to do more than that, my dear. Oh. Tried to go for a knee strike. Misses. And because of that, gets turned over. Cheeky ready for that. Follows it up with an elbow to the forehead. And a stomp. Putting pressure on that arm again, ripping it around as they like to do. Kind of the basic maneuver when it comes to submission moves. Pulls her out to the center of the ring. Big kick to the stomach. Abdomen, whatever you want to call it. Goes for a quick pin. Cheeky tries to get her own pin. Well, that didn't go anywhere. Picks her up. Elbow to the forehead once again. Popular part of town. Oh, tries to throw an overhand punch. Gets caught out. Lizzie comes in. Hurricane Rana spikes her into the mat. Oh, but Cheeky with a big move. Catches Lizzie. Kicks her in the nose. Surprised we didn't see some blood there. Wrenching. Pulling. On the neck. Of course, the women in WWE 2K19 don't bleed, so that's probably why. Oof. Cheeky showing some disrespect. Wiping her feet off in front of Lizzie. Lizzie not going to take that well. Cheeky comes in, clotheslines her right out of the ring. Now, what's she going to do? Young lady goes in, putting pressure on. Russian leg sweep onto the mat. Or onto the concrete, basically, under those little thin mats. Throws Lizzie back in. She knows she needs to stay in the ring to get the victory. Does them no good to get counted out. If both competitors are counted out, neither move on, which then gives a bye to whoever they're facing in the next round. Thrown over again. Lizzie in trouble. Now Cheeky gets her on the apron. Picking her up. Is she going to... Yes, she does! She plants her into that edge of the ring. And now Lizzie's in trouble. She's been in trouble for a while, but she's able to get out of it. Can she follow up? Oof. Strike. Punch. Neckbreaker. Combinations. Catching Cheeky off guard. Lizzie is not one to shy away from the rough stuff. She doesn't mind going outside the ring and doing what needs to be done. Oh! She's got her, and she's been devastating her. The count continues here. What are these two going to do? Are they going to get back in the ring? Lizzie does, and now Cheeky does. Saving themselves from being counted out. Lizzie caught out. Suplex. Snapmare suplex. Caught her. Now, what can Cheeky do? Comes up. Clothesline. Clothesline again. And then a kick. Sends Lizzie to the mat. Lizzie, smart enough to know she was in trouble, rolls out of the ring. And so for the third time, they go out of the ring against one another. Cheeky with a big clothesline catches Lizzie. Now, she does, however, throw her back into the ring. Climbing back in. An awful lot of this match has been taking place elsewhere. Oh, Lizzie tried to follow up and is able to, but gets caught out. Cheeky working her way, trying to get back into control of this match. But Lizzie comes in and catches her with an enziguri to the side of the face. It's trouble time now. Going for a quick pin. 1, 2. The rookie able to get out of that. Lizzie thought she had her. She's frustrated. Thought she had finally got what she needed to win this match. Instead, tromping on her now. She's working on the neck, stretching her back. Digging into the lower back, but Cheeky able to squeeze out of there. Now they run into each other again. Ooh, clothesline to the corner and then big high knees. But again, Cheeky gets out of the ring again. 4th time they've been out of the ring now. Throwing Lizzie around like a bit of a rag doll at this point. Cheeky psyching herself up. The crowd going nuts. This match has got everybody excited. Big chop and a kick. And oh my goodness, the kick was so hard. It sent Lizzie over into the crowd. First time we've seen this happen. Cheeky comes in, follows up. But Lizzie, strike, gets out of there. But she has to get back into the ring if they're going to avoid a countout. Both parties working away, but Cheeky gets thrown into the ring steps. She's down. Oh no. Is she going to get counted out? She hasn't moved. Lizzie more than happy to let her get counted out. Cheeky's only now moving. We're at 8. No, it's 10. That was 10. Cheeky on her first match goes out and dirty, and in the end pays the price. Gets thrown into the ring steps, which knocks her flat. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Lizzie Jones, Sparky, able to get the victory. The rookie taken advantage of outside the ring, making a cardinal error, which cost her the match. Goodness. You don't like to see rookies getting beat up on so easily or having difficulty in those kind of matches. I mean, we saw what happened with Lilu when she first came in and tried to cheap shot, I guess, was it Runa, and then just basically got cold cocked. But, yeah, so there we go. Sparky with the win. She moves on in the tournament, which, I mean, seems fair. Cheeky for everything. Really couldn't have been expected to it, but yeah. That's right. Nothing like an SUDQ. That's right. I'm sure. We won't tell him. But here is the lineup. I believe there's a mistake. Yes, there is. So SABRINA will face Ursula in the first round. It's not Phoenix versus Pershi, actually. That's the mistake. It's Kat versus Pershi. Emily will be facing B. And Lizzie then faces off against the other unprofessional, Kat. Could she go 2 for 2 and take both of them out? That would be interesting. That will be next week's matches as this tournament moves on, as they go on for the Internet Championship, our mid-level belt for Attitude members. So we'll see how that all works out. But now we're on to the main event. It's Zoe versus Runa for the title. This has been set up from Downfall when Zoe won a competition to become the #1 contender.
For the Women's Championship.
All right. Out first, of course, is the challenger, Zoe, who has been on a tear of late. She has got win after win after win. She and, of course, Lizzie came in together. They are a tag team called Fate. But to be fair, she has definitely been the more successful of the two. And certainly she will be looking to make a bit of a name for herself. It would be incredible if she's able to defeat Runa to gain the championship. Certainly she is a very, very good wrestler and has had a lot of success so far. So we'll have to see how this goes. But here comes the champion. No slouch herself, Runa has had quite the battles with Brenna over the last couple of months. Gaining the title back in Distractorama in a 6-woman ladder match, and then wins at Downfall this last month against Brenna in a TLC match. So she is very, very good at what she does. Question now, of course, will be, will Brenna continue to try and challenge for that championship if Zoe is unable to win here tonight? Or will Zoe get the championship and we have a whole new setup? I know members of the British Union have basically been telling me that they're going to go for this championship as soon as possible. We will be seeing B specifically going aggressively after it, but we'll see. She's got her own little competition she's working in now, trying to win the Internet Championship. So if she wins that, she might be satiated. But I know she feels a bit aggrieved that she didn't really get a chance to take the championship in her Distractorama. Or I guess it was a four-way match. It wasn't a six-person match.
She is the women's champion, Stephanie the Diamond.
All right, it's Runa. Steph looking to get yet another victory on her belt. She hasn't had good times with Money in the Bank matches or MacGuffin in the Bank matches, but other than that, she's been a winner every other time, so she is a dangerous competitor. And here we go for all the marbles. Pay-per-view quality match coming to you right now here on Attitude. All right, they lock up immediately. Runa not messing around. She just goes for a backbreaker, stretching Zoe out. Zoe reeling from that one. However, able to turn it around fairly quickly. Kicks to the chest, stomp on the arm. Now looking to do some more damage to the other arm. Now pulls her towards the middle of the ring. Elbow drop to the chest. Runa struggling to get to her feet. You don't like Steph's hair physics? I know, yeah. The hair physics in this game are pathetic. Not gonna lie. Ooh, quick turnover slam there. Oh, but Zoe gets out of the ring. As we saw last time, that gets a little hairy. Now they are out of the ring, throwing ham. Uh-oh, is it going to be another bash into the ring steps? Nope, it's the apron this time. Zoe in trouble. Of course, title does not change hands on a count out or disqualification. There is disqualifications in this particular match. Oh, ring steps do get involved. Zoe thrown into them. They're getting a lot of use. Oh, dear. Oh, I thought she was going to get her there, but nope. Zoe able to get out of that. Runa working to try and get control, but instead gets thrown into the ring post. And then into the ring steps. You can't win that way, Zoe, but I guess she's trying to restart the count. Comes back out. Hopefully when they redo the game next year, they'll fix some of these problems. And this is like 2 years ago game. The game for 2020 was just bollocks all the way around. And the hair physics in that were even worse. Runa fights her way out of trouble. Throws Zoe back into the ring. Of course, for Runa, she doesn't care if she loses on a count out or a disqualification. That doesn't hurt her at all. Zoe tries to come in, gets elbowed in the back of in the face, not in the back of the face, and then is able to put a DDT down. Runa, the champ, in trouble. Dragged into the center of the ring. She gonna try and go for a pin or a move? It's a pin. One. Yeah, not really even a count there. The hand got down, but that was about it. And now natural selection. Wow. Not often you see Zoe go for that. Now what's she gonna do? She's got an opportunity here. Oh, she stretches out that leg, drops onto it, putting pressure down. Now she's working on the arm. Runa, on the other hand, struggling to fight back. She's had trouble ever since the outside to kind of maintain, but she comes in. Now she catches her. Gets her, and now she goes for a pin. One. Nope, nothing comes of that. Clothesline. Runa safely rolls out of the ring. Zoe tries to follow up. Oh, they both go for drop kicks. They both miss. Now Zoe has got her. Bashes her head into the mat on the apron. And again, looking to follow up with more danger. No, she throws her back into the ring instead. Goes for a high-risk maneuver. She's on the top rope. Runa hasn't moved. Still didn't. And a big elbow smash to the back. That has gotta hurt. Zoe has got her in trouble. Throws her into the corner. Turns her around, pushes her into the... but then pulls her out and suplexes her into the turnbuckle. Runa now in big trouble. She gonna do it again? No. Oh! Runa throws a quick punch to escape whatever it was that Zoe had planned. Zoe puts the champ back into the corner, kicks her down to the mat. She's seated, comes in with a big, booming kick that sent Runa reeling. She's struggling to her feet, belly to belly, but got caught. Headbutt, now picked up. Runa plants her, pins her. One. No. Zoe able to get out of that. That was dangerous. That was very dangerous. Runa's going to have to work now, but is she going to turn her over? She did. She's got her in the sharpshooter. She has it locked in. Can Zoe get out? Zoe's in deep trouble here. She has not moved to try and escape. She did not. She taps the sharpshooter with the victory for Runa. Another big submission victory. The champ has got something new in her repertoire, and it's working for her. Because Zoe just tapped. One of her few losses comes at the hands of the champion. And of course, because she was facing off for the championship, she does not get a shot at the internet title. But they meet in the middle, they shake hands, and Zoe, in a show of good sportsmanship, actually lifts the champ's arm. And with that, that is the end of our lovely match. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can do that here, and you can watch the latest video up here. And if you want to know more about what we do, be sure to check out distractionsmedia.com.